The exciting part is that there are so many members. There are so many staff members, ONA members, community members that are really passionate about this, that really want to make a change and they want to make a difference.
Being aware of the history of oppression against Indigenous people isn't enough. It's about more than words. It's about taking that truth and putting it into motion so that it becomes reconciliation action.
Education bills specifically tailored to these groups that will help raise the bar and raise awareness in terms of helping us solve these problems.
They meet, they discuss the issues that they are having, and they support each other, they empower each other.
I think what's most important is that they feel heard, that they feel like they have a place to come to in their union where they can really share what they've been experiencing at a very true and heartfelt level.
As a member of an equity deserving group, I know what it feels like to feel different or not completely part of something. And as president, I don't want any member to ever feel that. I don't want members to have these tears because there is pain. But all we want is to be part of something, to be welcome, to feel authenticity and sincerity, and again, justice. I remember reading that statement. It was, if not the first, it was one of the first statements from Vicky McKenna, one of our previous presidents, and the impact that that had. And it was a call to action, a call to change. And I was a leader at that time at the local level. And I remember how impactful it was for me as part of an equity deserving group to read something like that from my president. Then fast forward, we had a new board. ARAO and human rights and equity work became our priority. It came to the forefront. We wanted to do more than just issue statements. So of course, you have to resource this sort of thing. You have to resource teams and action around what we're doing now. And that came in the form of budgeting, looking for outside experts, which we found. We enlisted the help of Tome, who's this amazing consultant who helped us get everything off the ground. Then we realized that wasn't even enough and that recommendations come, where we hired staff. We went from not having any permanent staff to having a team and a manager around this team so that we could engage our members and our staff alike. It's been a huge journey. It's important in the labor movement and in unions because racism exists. It exists in our society and it exists in our workplace. We know this. We know that racism is rampant. Misogyny is rampant. We saw for a very long time the most marginalized groups of ONA members weren't compensated in the same way. We know that their work conditions weren't the same as those with privilege. Things were worse for racialized members, for marginalized members, and so that's why it matters. It must matter.
Our anti-racism, anti-oppression team's approach to the work that we do is really very member-focused. We are always trying to find out from our members what exactly is happening at their workplaces when it comes to all forms of discrimination, all forms of racism, oppression, and exclusion. So for our team, it's really important to be able to go out and speak to the members, to hear from them, and to be able to come back and work with the rest of the teams within ONA to sort of figure out how is it we can best support them in what they're experiencing at their workplaces. One of the things that's really important about the work that we do is to be able to not only recognize how people are coming to us and their various identities, but to be able to hold that for each one of them. And it's very different from what they may be experiencing. And our team finds that it's an amazing approach to be able to just sort of set a level, caring playing field for our members. These are members who are coming in hurt. They're coming in injured. And for us as a team, it's really important to let them know that we're here to listen before judging, Before figuring out this is the next step they need to do, I think what's most important is that they feel heard, that they feel like they have a place to come to in their union where they can really share what they've been experiencing at a very true and heartfelt level.
So at ONA, we work with members in numerous ways, in numerous committees. For our work, the ARAO work, we work with members in groups. These groups really focus on components of engagement with the membership. We have representation from the members and from various groups identified among the members, and we work on things like events, education and inputs into education, communication, also outreach, communities of support. So there are various different aspects that we engage members in the work that we do. Because at the end of the day, it is work for the members. We want their input to be definitely a part of it to ensure we are providing them what it is they need. And they are best to give us what it is they need.
As an ARAO specialist focusing on reconciliation, I have been working with the team over the last 2 years, helping to move ONA on its reconciliation journey that follows the action plan. And we have worked as a team on a declaration for truth and reconciliation, and it is a priority for ONA. Also, ONA has been working with CFNU and supporting them on their apology to Indigenous peoples. Also working with CFNU on a discussion paper on anti-Indigenous racism in healthcare. ONA supported Grassy Narrows, which is a First Nation community that is 1 hour north of Thunder Bay, and they have been dealing with unsafe water for decades now. It has been poisoned by mercury from a plant.
Community of support, it's initiatives that ONA put in place in order to reach the grassroots related to the issues that they are facing at workplaces for members from different equity deserving groups that they meet, they discuss the issues that they are having, and they support each other, they empower each other. And by doing so, they share the ways they resolved issues at their workplaces. And then if there is any issues that they want to bring forward for the union to resolve, they send them to the actual union, ONA, and ONA will act on them to bring about the change that they need and to respond to the question. And it's been fantastic.
Being a part of the ARAO work is, if we think about, on one hand, we're looking at systems, we're looking at changing systems. And at another part, we're also looking at community. How can we stand with and be allies with community members as we fight for some of the injustices that are currently occurring? Like anytime we think about big systems, we think about big change, it can be daunting. But the work that we're doing also goes into like those spokes within the system, the smaller parts, where we can actually see the difference that we make with individuals. And so being able to be a part of that with the team is amazing. And also knowing that ONA as an organization is fully behind it is an exciting time for us.
We've come a long way at ONA, from issuing a statement to developing a team to taking action. But that doesn't mean we stop. It's just a segment. It's just a fraction of where we need to be. And I'm really proud to represent a union that values that sincerely. That it isn't performative. That it is in our core beliefs, in our soul. And it burns really bright. To learn more about ONA's anti-racism, anti-oppression work, visit ona.org/ARAO.